Hello, hello, hello. What's happening? Hola, ¿cómo estás? How are you? What's going on with you beautiful people? How's your life doing? How you moving? How you growing? How you evolving? How you loving? How you putting the boundaries? How are you discerning your space according to your worth? That's a lot of questions. But if you're on the record, meaning that you're seeing this after the fact, then you can pause and kind of think about that. Add that to your list in your journal, checking up on you, making sure that you are okay. 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 I'm waiting for the people to roll on in. I'm so happy to see the numbers increasing as I do this thing live. So happy to see you. Let me make a quick announcement just to let you know that my book is still for sale. Go to Book Baby. The link is below us in the description box. Also, what else is going on? Oh, please sign up for a reading if you'd like. I'm actually going to do a special, an eclipse special, towards the end of the month, because there are two wonderful eclipses that are happening. One in Scorpio, I believe, and the other one in the last little bit of Taurus, or is it in Aries? I got to check that out. In any case, no, I don't think it's in Aries. You know what? I can find out right now. It is in full moon in Taurus. Sonja, so good. It's a full moon in Taurus. Anyway, I'll have an eclipse special that's going on, so get a read and all of that stuff. Okay, as the people are rolling in, there's 23 people here. Let me say hello to Cicely. Hi, speaking of Taurus, my sweet Taurus there. Hi, Phoenix. What's up, Desiree? Unapologetically, etc. Hello to you, Miss Limitless. What's going on, Miss Lady J? And Sweet Tea is always on deck. Love you for that, lady. Chanel is here. Danielle, another sweet Taurus, showing her face in the place. Moni Love is here, and Jackie B. Okay, I'm not even gonna try to do that. But good afternoon to you. It's probably like your last name with just the consonants, not the vowel. What's up, Giselle? Oh, I miss Giselle, fellow Village Hut person. Love to see you in here, you sweet little Cancer. You. What's going on with everybody? Chanel is here. Did I say hello? And Asha Basha. Let's get it, cutie pie. That's my cute niece. Lord mercy. You know I love you and I need some more. Yo, are you working on my original piece? I wish I had your piece in front of me as I'm talking about it. My niece Asha Basha, y'all should follow her. Put your handle up on Instagram. She has some awesome artwork. Okay, yeah, I wish I had it in front of me, but next time I'll be prepared. Follow Asha Basha. Put your handle up, sweetie pie, on Instagram so people can see what you do and how you create. Erica is here. Melissa, just you made it. I missed you, and I wish you was in LA on the 29th so we can go hang out. But we shall see each other really soon. Or are you here? No, you're on the other side of the world. Country, that is. Lydia, what's going on? Chanel Flowers is here. I can say hello to everybody. Milana is here. Hello, Michelle Barnett. She says hi to everybody, and I say hi to you. What's up, Lydia? Okay, we're going to talk about this week and what it's shaping out to be. But I have two special changes that I'd like to implement this week. One is, well, a couple of them. I'm not going to go too long on this week thing. At least that's what I foresee on the weekly kind of rundown. I'm going to give y'all little bits and pieces of what's going on this week and set y'all up according to what spirit is dropping in my mind and my head and my heart and my spirit. But I also was called to, as I was getting ready to do this broadcast, and oftentimes I just keep the music off and just kind of get into my space. And I heard, grab your book. So my book is this wonderful book. It's three books of Doreen Virtue's books. If you don't know about Doreen Virtue, she wrote an incredible amount of books. And the ones that I like in particular about the archangels and the deities and the angels that are on the other side, and all different types of belief systems and religions. She wrote a book about different, whatchamacallit, different deities and those beautiful, beautiful energies, those hierarchy energies that are above us as human beings, and how they guide us and all with different meanings and shapes and intentions that they have. So I was told to grab this angel book, and I want to talk about the first deity that I opened up to. Because I think she is going to, it is a she, is going to shape out this entire read. I'm gonna go into that. And then the other thing I want to do, which I think is the third thing, a short little rundown, and then go into this deity that was selected for us to kind of concentrate on today or for this week. And then thirdly, I want to read a couple of people in regards to your sun, your moon, your rise. You know what I realized after 10,000 freaking videos that I've done is that when I get a little tired, to be quite honest with you, when I go through the whole week, okay? Um, and I have less energy to give to a couple of people at the tail end of this to do their read, which I don't necessarily mind, but every now and again I want to read a couple people, a couple more people, because I've been called to do that. And then when I feel like I should switch, I'll do that too. Squirrel, did you know the type of person that I am, and I'm not encouraging you all to be this person, but I'm truly, truly led by spirit. I'm truly led, and I had to work to this. This is a squirrel moment, but hopefully it will help somebody in here. Because sometimes when we think about ourselves and or share information with ourselves about ourselves, it inspires us in some kind of way. So again, this is not from an egotistical perspective, but from a perspective of a lot of times, and I announce this in my retreats, sometimes I announce it in my workshops, I don't have rules and regulations oftentimes. There are some rules that we have to follow. But for the most part, and when it comes to information coming through me and how it comes through me, a lot of times it's very, very arbitrary. And I have a way of just speaking whatever comes to my mind, whatever comes to my heart. I've learned to do that though. Um, it took a couple of decades. So sometimes you get into a space in which you get really, really insecure about what it is that you're hearing. And especially if you're like me, if you're intuitive, if you are slightly in tune and you can see spirit, you can see your ancestors, and you don't necessarily know if it's you or if it's them speaking. Sometimes you can question that, and it can take years, again, even decades, for you to hone in on that. So I'm saying all of that to say is that I have learned to come into a practice that when I shift and I squirrel, and when I lead certain groups, or if I call on a group to be led and then all of a sudden I cancel it because I've been told to cancel it, or I've been told to go in a different direction, I worked towards that. I worked for that. And I believe and trust in what spirit tells me to do, even though it might go against my ego, even though I may be sitting in a corner like, I'm not going to have no friends after I make this goddamn announcement. And I know I joke about not having friends a lot. I do have some really good people that care for me and adore me in certain ways. But, you know, it kind of segues into what I'm going to start with. I have a lot of this energy of this deity that I was told to go into. And I want to start with her, Kali. Kali is a deity. Anybody know about Kali? Yes, yes, y'all. Put your hands up. I hope y'all are ready for a very impromptu, unorthodox weekly rundown. I'm not going to run this the same. I'm not going to run this the same. Again, I'm being called to that because, again, over my years, I've learned to trust that. Again, it makes me unpopular sometimes. It makes me look like a bitch sometimes. It makes me look like somebody that's really, really strong. It makes me look like a great leader. It makes me look like a flawed human. And again, not saying this for sympathy, please, y'all. Don't. I appreciate the nice, kind words, but what I've learned in sharing this information, and hopefully that you've received in receiving this information, that none of us are perfect. And I'm squirreling out, but none of us are perfect, and all of us got shit with us, you know. And the more we accept it, like really accept our shit, the more we can accept other people's shit, and that's the motherfucking key. Like that is the key. The key is to not be so hell bent on correcting people in their shit. Be more hell bent on correcting your own shit so you can be easier on yourself, knowing how hard it is for you to correct your shit. Then you can be easier on other people. Because if you take the time to start correcting your shit Own your shit. Be responsible for your shit. See your problems, your trauma. Apologize for them. Step aside when you know it's about to come out. Regardless of the type of trauma that you have, realize and learn that you can't respond from your trauma and then go, oh shit, oh, it's just my trauma. Deal with it. No, motherfucker, because you will be left out too. The bottom line is this: once you start knowing you and feeling you, is the reason why I come on here. The sole reason why I share what I share is because I want us to get to know us so we can be easier on us, thus be easier on other people. You think you having a hard time being the best human you can be? Other people are having a hard time too. So with that being said, I wanted to slide into what I was told to share today before I go into this weekly rundown. Kali, y'all know about Kali? Kali is a bomb chick. Kali is a bomb chick, and she probably came up because of my energy, but somebody else needs to hear this too. And the reason why I said my energy, because I asked to just open up and let me see who we need to talk about today for the people. It's reflecting me, but I think it's also reflecting somebody else on here. Y'all gonna be patient with me? Y'all ready for this? Kali is so dope. Kali, you know, is from the Hindu faith, right? From the Hindu belief. And she hails from India, of course, right? She is the ultimate goddess for sure. The reason why I can resonate so well with her, and I'm gonna take a little quote out of this book, right? That Doreen Hansberry put together. Hansberry. I want to say Lorraine Hansberry, but it's Doreen Virtue. Doreen Hansberry. Is that Lorraine's long lost? Because I don't know. Okay, anyway, here's the thing. Kali is so fucking powerful. I'm going to just read a little bit of this, all right? Kali is the goddess of the endings of cycles, the death and the transformation of energy that lets go of all the old and brings in the new. Are you not there? Are you not letting go all the old right now and bringing in the new? Pause and squirrel. I'm going to take my time today, y'all. This ain't going to be a 40-minute fucking broadcast. It may be more. We are all in that space. When I read that, I said, well, all right, Kylie, what are we talking about today? As I realized that Pluto just went direct on Saturday, so we are getting in contact with those goddamn endings. You see how things flow together? Pluto is about death and transformation and endings. Kylie says, when you do that thing, when you recognize the endings, when you recognize the death of something, when you recognize the death of you, the things that are inside of you that needs to die, here comes your power. Here comes your power, because you can sit inside of you, sit inside the things that you've been broken down to believe about yourself to the bare minimum. And now you got the space to grow. And now you say, that's my bad. That's my responsibility, my accountability. Now I have no way up but up. No way to go but up. No way to go but to flourish, because I own my shit. And there's nothing you can't tell me about me that I don't know about me, is what that's saying. Y'all get that? The real art, the real intention of dying. The real intention of dying is so you can be so laid out, flat out to the beginning that there's no other space but to go is up. Does that make sense? All right. So Kali says, bust this. Some are threatened by Kali's, check it out. Some are threatened by Kali's loving energy. Some are threatened by Kali's seemingly destructive power. However, Kali is actually a loving energy that helps freeze us from fear. She only destroys that which could keep us in bondage or which could slow or divert our divine mission, in the same way that a loving mother would keep away dangerous items from her children. Are y'all feeling this? I just want to know, yes, yes, y'all. Give me a yes, yes, y'all, because I know it's not only me that gets plagued with this Kali energy. It's not only women that get plagued with this Kali energy. Kali says, listen, I'm going to show you the truth. I'm going to show you the truth, how I see it, how you may see it. And if you get threatened by the truth that's coming in you because it's probing your fear, that's on you. That ain't on me. Do y'all get this? Kali has the personality of a high energy, supercharged woman on a clear mission. She has an impatient artist temperament, like a stage mom who knows what needs to be done and doesn't have time to argue. She says, my passions have overwhelmed many who have likened me to a silver storm of fury. They've called me fickle, temperamental, and wrathful. Yes, my passion does have an edge as its forthrightness is unleashed. Do y'all get that? Kali, Google her, look her up. Do you inhabit Kali energy? I do. There's way too many people that want to eat the steak. There's way too many people that want to take that extra pill, who want to take a pill, that just want to calm shit down, that want to be superficial, that have a hard time going and being a leader. So many people want to lead, but then when it comes down to the details, when it comes down to the emotional attacks that they take, when it comes down to the mental disturbance that happens within that leader, nobody wants to touch it. I just want to be Michael Jackson. I don't want to fucking take the drugs. I don't want to deal with all the public ridicule. I don't want to deal with all that. I just want to dance and spin around and let people idolize me. That's what people think leading is all about. It's like Kali, if you ask me. You lead with a sense of, you know what? You may not like me. You may not like what comes through me. And I can machete my way through this life by myself, bushwhacking motherfucking woods and shit. But I'm going to do it by myself and show where fear lays. And wherever fear is, I'm cutting it. I'm getting rid of it. I'm eradicating it because it doesn't live in the same place as love. So if you dare to be loved, then you dare to cut out fear. And if people are coming in your life showing you fearful situations, you may have to cut them too. Not literally, we don't want you to 25 to life, but you may have to cut them out the way. You understand what I'm saying? We talk about that, but many people don't understand what that energy is about. Many people don't understand who's on the other side leading that, who kicks in, not your ancestors, because you got a lot of Kali energy in your ancestors too, but actually Kali. All you got to do is say her name when you're in those spaces where you feel weak. Call her 3-4 times and allow her strength and her understanding of being a leader, a powerful, oftentimes alone leader, pushing through this world. Allow her to help you to do that. Because at the end of the day, if you're not happy when you lay your head down, if you're sitting next to somebody, laying next to somebody you halfway love, you understand what I'm saying? If you're mad at yourself because you don't have friends, because you pushed them all away, or because you're fickle and you don't know what to do, because you're mad at your mother and you're mad at your father and you can't embrace your family because you can't embrace yourself. You heard that? You can't embrace your family because you can't embrace yourself. Kali's going to come into your life and allow you to see all of that. I'm praying that y'all call on Kali for that, because we have no time to waste, as she says. Kali said, I say, if you aren't willing to help me or let me help you, then at least get out of my way. When you invoked me, get ready for an unbridled action. It may feel like I push you along too fast, or it may feel unsafe, but I assure you that I'm simply helping you through the doors that open so that you can proceed as light beings. We have much catching up on our mission to do, and dilly-dallying only furthers thwarts our efforts. Yo, Kali comes around for courage. When you need courage, determination, direction, focus, motivation, protection, or tenacity. Kali told me, this is now in the voice of Doreen. Kali told me that she, like a lot of women, have been called a bitch when she's simply being powerful and unwavering. Call on Kali, because a lot of us don't like to be her. A lot of us, again, are alone when we become her and we utilize her energy. A lot of us feel that her energy is a little too powerful for us oftentimes, and we are insecure in that space. Do you understand what I'm saying? Get secure in that space, because you're going to be called on. The Kali within you is going to be called on soon and very soon, if it hasn't already, because they're coming for you. They, the infamous they, and they, those that are surrounded with dark energy, those that feel like they can take over you, those that believe that they can manipulate you and find a way to get up and around you and control you. those, they, all of them who do not celebrate your power, who do not celebrate you, they're coming for you. You know why? Because they want to reign again. They will not. So find the Kali in you. Call on the Kali in you, especially as Pluto, and I can't tell you how appropriate this is, especially as Pluto goes direct. And it's like, okay, I got it. And do you know Pluto is in Capricorn, by the way? So it not only has it, Pluto going direct in Capricorn is like, I not only have it, I have it and I'm climbing the mountain. I'm climbing the mountain with it. Now that my feet are assured and I got my Adidas on, now that I got the right fucking footwear on, now that I'm no longer wobbling out of place after going retrograde for about 5 months, I'm ready. And I need Kali to come and show me the strength that I have, the direction that I'm going into, the mission that I'm on, and the people that I need to surround myself with in order to assist me in this mission so I can assist them in their own mission. Ashe. Do you get that? Do you get that? If you're around weak people, it's because you want to save them. You can't save anybody. You can't save anybody. I don't get on here hoping to save and knowing I'm going to save anybody. Anybody on this goddamn YouTube in that space, they and in that headspace, think that they can save somebody you need to run from. Truly and very true. We are in this space. I know I'm on one today, y'all, and I hope y'all don't mind. We are in this space so we can empower one another. Not to be an example for you and you can suck on me to get my power, get my Kali. No, find your own Kali. You understand what I'm saying? We're coming together so we can sharpen each other's Kali. Do you understand that? Because we all got her in us. We all are God. We all got God in us. We are all riding on God power. Understand that. I feel a little pumped up. And I didn't even have, I had a cup of tea earlier, but now I'm drinking water. But I feel really, really pumped up. Because honestly, I'm just tired of people blaming people. You can't blame people for how they feel and how they walk and how in the decisions that they make. You can't. Because people are, they're in their own space. They're in their own headspace. They're in their own perspective. They're in their own story. They're in their own story. And if you try to get them out of their story and rework their story without their permission or even half their permission, your ego's going to get shattered. Be your own Kali. Be your own Kali and tell people to get the fuck out the way. That's all I'm going to say real quick. This sun is about to come up over here and I don't want it to get in this shot, but I think I can go. I think I can go today. Listen, I want y'all to pay attention to where Pluto lies. For those that take notes, I want y'all to pay attention to where Pluto is setting up this week. Why? Because she's a superstar in a sense. There may not be more than 3 aspects this week with Pluto in it. And y'all know what I mean by aspects, right? For those that have been listening, like if I say the moon trines Pluto or if Mercury squares Pluto and so on and so forth, those are aspects, right? If I say something that has Pluto in it, pay attention because that's how you are. We are, reworking our power, reworking our Kali, reworking that transformative space to move up and out of dead areas that no longer grow corn, as the older folks used to say, as the elders say. If it's not growing corn, get rid of it. But with Pluto going direct, Pluto was like, yo, whatever's not transforming us, whatever is not pushing us in power, in divinity, in exactness, in our own hard-won truth, we need to cut it away. Pluto says, I allowed you to see that for the last 5 or 6 months. You didn't see what wasn't working? You still holding on to limp dicks? You still holding on to crazy motherfuckers who think that y'all can win by stealing from people, by being unethical, by anything, by friends that want to stay superficial and don't want to own their own truth? You still feel that you can be the deepest motherfucker in the room and make a change when nobody else is listening to you? Nobody else is paying attention. They're actually talking shit behind your back because you come in with a whole nother ideology. And in your mind, you think you saving motherfuckers. In their mind, they're calling you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs out this bitch. Go with the cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Go with the people that's actually on your level. I swear to God, y'all, I'm about to zone on out. I'm about to go there. You know why? Because I see people all the time. And I'm just like, y'all wasting time. Y'all doing way too motherfucking much, man. Y'all doing way too much staying stuck in your own shit without just saying, I'm stuck. I need help. Can somebody give me a fucking branch out this mug? Oh, I'm so tired of people sometimes, y'all. I love people, but I love people who like to see themselves and can call their shit out. That's all I'm saying. Maybe not all day, every day. We don't have to be deep all day, every day, but goddamn. Talk about the thing. Today is Monday and the moon is in Taurus, right? No, it actually is in Aries right now. It'll be in Taurus at 5:04 p.m. Y'all like how I make my little D-nice transitions? My little seamless transitions. Only because in the moment as I'm talking, I'm like, Sonja, you preaching. Keep going. Like, go to the next subject. I don't want to wear out a subject's welcome. So if y'all hear me just switch all of a sudden, that's my D-nice transition right there. I'm just blending. I'm blending the songs out this motherfucker. Okay, anyway. Today the moon is in Aries because yesterday that full moon in Aries was so beautiful. She was bright and ferocious looking. She was in the best way possible. Now you know that full moon in Aries may have brought some issues up, anger issues up for people, confrontation issues for some, but it could absolutely have allowed you to start some things. And I was saying this on Instagram just now. I hope it did the latter for you. I hope it helped you to pull back on your procrastination, which I am one for because my ass needs to get back into that pool. But I hope that it cracked open some things for you. Because you know, full moons is about the swelling of things and allows you to go, all right, enough is enough. I need to start this thing. I need to be over here with this one. I need to basically sit with this one and have share my resources again with this one. The reason why I keep saying with this one, because even though it's an Aries full moon, it always operates from the opposite sign of Libra. And because we're Libra season, Mercury just went into Libra, Venus is in Libra. You understand what I'm saying? It's about connecting with others. It's about connecting with your partner. It's about being fair if you want to start some things. Even if you got angry and you got a little confrontational, it's about being angry for the group, being angry for the situation. Just don't be angry for yourself. I'm pissed off because of what you're doing to me. How about you pissed off because it's fucking up the whole vibration of the room and you want everybody to get back on one accord? Does that make sense to you? Yes, y'all. Anybody got questions and nothing makes sense, please say that on here. I don't have my glasses on, but I'll do my best to see if I can locate a question, especially if I can see a question mark. It's really about us coming together, seeing that feeling, that emotion of, you know, enough is enough. Let's go. Let's do what we need to do for ourselves. Do what we need to do so we can bring the whole lot together. If I'm standing strong, if this one's standing strong, again, if this one's standing strong, then we can all stand strong. Like I said on Instagram, then we're like the fucking Avengers out this motherfucker. Everybody is in their space. Everybody is in their lane. That's the offer of today. Stay in your lane in a strong and powerful way. Don't lean to the side, to the left, or to the right and ask for validation from another, please. They're not here to validate you. Nobody is here to validate you. Not even your parents. You may want them to be proud. You may want your best friend to be proud. You may want your man or your woman to be proud. It's not their job or their obligation to pat you on the back and tell you good job. You just need to do a good job and pray that your job is reverberating and it's helping the whole crew. That's all. To sit there and wait, hold it miserly, like hold your goods miserly until somebody validates it. It's a travesty to Khalid. Khalid says, fuck that shit. Pick up your machete and keep going. Bushwhack this shit. All right. So anyway, Monday is here. That moon is in Taurus, like I said, until 5:04 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, Mercury just went back into Libra. As the moon is in Aries, right? It's sextile Mars. Ooh, that's where all of this anger, not anger, but this assertive conversation is all in my throat. It's all up in my throat because that moon in Aries, sextile in that Mars in Gemini is like, yo, feel that feel. Feel that conviction. Aries brings conviction. Feel the conviction, the forthrightness, as Kali. Ooh, God is dope. I like how all of this is coming together. But that forthrightness, feel that thing and move. Move like what? Like Gemini. In a couple of different compartments, move in finding the information and being enthusiastic about finding the information. Move in a way that you can feel detached from people's emotions. Again, like I said, the moon sextile and Mars. So you can feel detached from people's emotion and do the thing because you were told to do the thing, because you was told to do the thing, because your intellect took it that way, because your intellect definitely broke it down. I got this for this. I got this for this. Intellectually speaking, realistically speaking, this could work. Boom, here you go. Peace. Have a good day because I'm standing strong in my power. Avengers. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have time to lean to you, waiting for you to be okay. Take it and go. Does this make sense? Or am I talking over people's heads? I appreciate the 60 people being in here. This is a good thing. Invite people to come on through because we're talking about some shit, in my opinion, in which I think can allow our feet to get rooted in the ground this week. We was in retro, we was flying, but slowly but surely, like I told y'all, and this is not information that I just have to tell you, all astrologers and the ephemerists can tell you as well, that these planets are about to go direct. So as they go direct and they pick up speed, they like, yo, you better get what I was trying to tell you, else you just wasted time the past 5 months. So Pluto going direct is like, get Kali, be Kali. Hey, so here's the deal. Today, as I speak that, like I said, the moon is sextile and Mars, go get it. How you feel, go get it. Mars, motivation, movement. The moon is also square in Pluto. Ooh. But didn't you say we should get it, stand in our space? But yes, today you may feel a little stubborn about that thing. Even though it may feel right for you to take the information and move on it. Hear what I'm saying. Take the information, moon and Aries, and move on it, Gemini style, right? You want to go. You want to take these resources and move. Well, you're not feeling too powerful about that. Truly, with the moon square in Pluto. Why? Because maybe the information hasn't proven itself. Maybe you think you're speaking too much. Maybe the things that you have to adjust to are coming from the outside, coming in, if that makes sense. Like somebody comes by you and says, I have a good idea for you. And you're like, kind of stubborn to taking those ideas and utilizing them as power. All you gotta do is sit back and discern. If it rocks with you, it rocks with you. If it don't, it don't. Don't get your feelings hurt. Don't blame the person for wanting to bring that information to you. That's what they know. In their 12th grade education, that's what they know. If they knew a little bit more, maybe they would have bought more. But if you get stuck in, why they bring me 12th grade information? I'm a fucking PhD. And want to point the fingers at them, now you in your ego. Now you going backwards. Just say, no, thank you, moving on. Are y'all feeling me? The point of the matter is, if the moon is squaring up against that power, you mad because you're trying to establish your power now and things are coming at you to certify how you stand. Now you mad? Don't get mad. This is the way the wind blows. It's like, thank you, Spirit, for that analogy in my mind just now. It's like when you bury your feet in the sand, you're at the shore, you know, and the waves come up and they want to knock you down a little bit, and you just move side to side and you waver this way and that way. You holding ground though. You getting powerful, rooted in the ground though. You didn't move. That's today. Don't get thrown off emotionally, the moon, by how you are grounding yourself and allowing situations and people to move you and not move you, solidify you and not solidify you as you dodge certain things that don't work for you. I hope this makes sense. It makes sense, Jacqueline? Yes. Has Kylie been on your mind, Wanju? Wow, ain't that something? It's time for us to really get into her. I skipped a lot of the passages that's in this book by Doreen Virtue because I didn't want to sit up here and read a whole 2 pages, but I picked out the things I thought was necessary. Get on Kali, y'all. Kali. Get on Kali and let her speak to you today for this entire week. Listen, also with that in mind, and you feeling like, you trying to gain your power and shit today, the moon is quincunxed in Mercury. So it may even question the way you think. Like, am I even thinking the right thing? Am I even saying the right thing? Well, if you don't know, if you feel a little thrown off by it, just don't say nothing. If you're thrown off by the information that's coming to you, gather it. Oftentimes, like, why do we need to react to everything that comes our way? Listen, that's a question for me, goddamn it. I got a Leo rise and a Leo moon. I'm always reacting. If you don't know how I feel, my face will show it. I will tell you straight up and down, there is no fake bone in my body, and my face will always my Johnny Gill, my face will show it all the time. I'm just saying. But there's magic in managing those reactions, is what I'm saying, and I'm learning. And tomorrow, no, today, you may feel that. At the end of the day, you may feel like, I want to say something, but my face is showing it. And they're going to ask me to say it because of my face. And I don't know if I should. Well, here's the deal. If you don't want to be put in that situation where they're going to prompt you to say what your face is saying, but your mouth ain't, don't go. Don't go, because it's an irritation happening between the way you react, the way you express, and how you think and the things that you want to say. Does that make sense? I had to put that out. That's today. We only on Monday. Now we go into Tuesday. Tuesday, the moon is absolutely in Taurus. Be careful. Don't overeat. If you get upset tomorrow, somebody pisses you off or makes you sad. When the moon is in Cancer and the moon is in Taurus, it's all about eating. That's all I'm going to say. It's the reaction to eat, to become stubborn. First, definitely in Taurus. Do you know moon in Taurus oftentimes wants to punish? Whenever I read a couple, especially with somebody's moon in Taurus, inside, because I don't judge people, especially as I read their whatchamacallit, but inside I go, oh, maybe that thing was because you've been punishing them. Moon and Taurus people punish people for their emotional responses and how they feel emotionally. They punish them damn selves, which is really twisted. But at the same time, when the moon is in Taurus and it's in the transit in space, we have the propensity to do the same. Don't punish motherfuckers because they're not doing what you want them to do. That's all I'm saying. Like, come on now. I know you worked hard. I know you proven yourself. I know your fucking feet is planted in the sand. But at this point in time, if it doesn't work for the other person, let them find their own strength. You don't have to punish them because they didn't take your advice. It either works for them or it don't. And they'll figure it out sooner or later. It's not your journey. It's not your mission. Anyway, also tomorrow, as that moon is in Taurus, it's in Taurus tomorrow and Wednesday, by the way. It's going to quincunx Venus and the irritation that comes off of this stubbornness because somebody doesn't see your worth. So now you want to punish them. That could be the catalyst. Oh, you don't see how much I'm worth? Oh, you ain't giving me my money? Oh, you didn't call me beautiful today? Oh, you don't love me the same. You don't love me like you used to love me. You're not showing me. No, that motherfucker's trying to keep his feet or her feet in the sand. Leave them alone. They're trying to gain their power. Don't get irritated by someone's seemingly lack of love. People are doing their best to stay true to who they are in this moment in time because their asses were just beat. Y'all get that with all these retro planets? Their asses, everybody's asses is beat. So if you're looking again to be validated by someone who doesn't have the energy to even validate themselves, your feelings are going to get hurt. Watch out for that. Tomorrow, though, the wonderful thing I like about tomorrow, though, is that the sun is trining Saturn going reverse still. There's this new discipline that wants to come up and grab us. So even as I'm talking about Kali and I'm talking about the strength in which we would benefit from adapting to, right? There's a discipline that comes with that. Right? There's possibly maybe what I suggested last week, the outward declaration of, I take my power back. Say it out loud. I take my power back. I take my power back. I take my power back. That's a ritual. That's a discipline. Every time you feel weak, every time you feel a motherfucker come to your space, squirrel, by the way. And I'm only saying this and I'm sharing this with you because I want to let y'all know I work too. There was a person that I ran into this weekend. I had a wonderful weekend with my big sister Biggs, Naila Porter. If you don't know her, check her out. Her music is online. Nailah, a bomb ass jazz artist if you like jazz. So I'm out with my sister and I run into somebody who 20 years ago was actually a nemesis. I decided to walk around that nemesis piece. I decided to do my thing and to dance and to take my power back by not even engaging, by not even saying hello. Listen, let me tell you something. I'm not saying this to big up. I'm saying this to share and suggest certain ways in which we could take our power back and how it absolutely shows up as a ritual. You can't say you taking your power back and then, oh, you know what? I'll get dirty for a minute. I'll get in it for a minute. I'll let them fucking just take my heart, half of my heart. I can repair it later on. Nah, fuck that. We're not in them days anymore. You're not getting none of my heart. I need this whole heart in case COVID come back. No, I'm just joking. But I'm saying, in case another situation like COVID come back and I need my heart to sustain myself and my child and my people. When there's an emergency, when there's something going on, and I done gave my whole self to motherfuckers that don't deserve it. And when it's time for it to be needed, for me to activate that strength, I can't because I've given away my power. You have to be disciplined in those ways. Why I feel like Reverend Ike out this motherfucker. And I got a haircut like him too, huh? Y'all know about Reverend Ike? I'm about to make myself dizzy. Oh shit. I swear to God, it's the worst thing having a joke in your head and about 10, 15 people on here don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Reverend Ike, I look like Reverend Ike. I feel like I'm preaching like Reverend Ike today. Oh, Sonja. Anyway, one day, squirrel, I came out the shower. I have to say this because it's a continuation of my laughter. I told my friends this. And my whole hair's when I had my big old afro. And my hair was all back and all poofed back and shit. I come out the shower and I'm running. Come out. I was like, Ma, you look like Frederick Douglass. I swear to God, it's the humor in me. I pass it down to my son. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop. Y'all laughing with me. Y'all know it's good to look like Ike. Is it good to look like Ike? I'm just saying. They're like, Reverend Ike was the bomb, bitch. I don't know what you talking about. Oh, sweet tea, I couldn't take it. I was like, wait, what? I look like Frederick Douglass. Oh, Sonja. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the serious side of life. Maybe. Okay. Oh, what's today? What day was I on? Wednesday, Linda. Listen, Linda. Okay, Wednesday. The moon would be in Taurus still. Did we talk about? Yeah. Okay. Y'all stop laughing because I can feel you laughing. And even though I can't hear you laughing, then I'm gonna keep laughing if y'all keep laughing. Understand? Stop that giggling, as my grandmother used to say. Sonja, Benita, stop that giggling. I used to be like, God damn, we can't laugh. We can't do shit. Okay, anyway. Stop that giggling, y'all. Stop that giggling. On Wednesday, this is interesting. Because this is when like Neptune comes into play, right? Neptune is getting a bad rap this week. And I just don't like it. I just don't like it. On Wednesday, Mars is going up against Neptune. Come on now. The reason why that makes me a little thrown off because Neptune, like I told Biggs this weekend, or somebody I told was talking about astrology. Oh, a friend of mine came through, was talking about Neptune. Neptune's still in Pisces? Yes. And I'm happy about that because Neptune in Pisces helps to save people's lives. I'm trying to tell you. But Mars going up against it is a hard deal because Mars is in Gemini, is square in Neptune in Pisces. The reason why Neptune in Pisces has been saving people's lives is because it has been in this ethereal state. It's been allowing us to imagine. It's been allowing us to escape when we need to escape, drink a little bit of wine, smoke a little bit of weed, but bringing us above the situations that can actually take you out. Understand what Neptune is doing. and it's hometown of being in Pisces. Neptune is Pisces' planet. So it's in Pisces, right? So it likes to be in that position. Again, puppeteering this whole thing because it's far, but it's like stay in your imagination, y'all. Stay in the ethereal, stay in spirit, stay in your meditative space. Don't let this fucking human existence throw you off. That's what Neptune has been doing. So on Wednesday, when Mars squares that, we may get mad by that sensation. We may get a little thrown off. We want to confront what that's about. And especially since Mars is in Gemini, we may get caught trying to do three or four different things at one time. And spirit may say, you know what? I need you to slow down and sit and meditate on the toilet real quick. You got this meeting to go to, this person to talk to. You got to put the baby to sleep. You got to do this. But have you sat and talked to me yet? Have you sat and connected with your insides? Have you sat and recognized that you're about to fucking go off the rails? That's what Mars looks like when it squares Neptune. Do y'all get that? Because Mars wants what it wants when it wants. It's Aries' planet. And it's a baby like that. So when it gets aggressive and it gets like it wants its thing and it wants to get mad about it and it wants to confront everybody for not giving it its thing, it's confronting Neptune. But you confronting spirit though. You can't confront your own spirit. Call yourself on it on Wednesday. If you don't feel it Wednesday, you might feel it tomorrow, sliding into Wednesday. The bottom line is that don't let your Mars energy or the Mars energy fight what spirit is trying to tell you. You'll never win. You'll never win. Trust and believe. All right? Okay, we all over the goofies yet? Oh, y'all talking shit about me? All right. Anyway, in the best way. On Wednesday, too, Mercury is opposition Jupiter. Rethink how you use those blessings once again. I love that that keeps coming back up. Y'all notice that that's a reoccurring theme in the last couple of weeks, actually. Neptune, my bad, Jupiter is being called as it's going reverse. It's like, yo, check out these blessings. Y'all know there are still wonderful awards and rewards surrounding you, opportunities surrounding you. Relax. Don't get it twisted if something falls. Excuse me for burping, y'all. Don't get it twisted when something falls out of place, when things don't size up to be whatever you thought they were to be. Oh, my lips got all tangled just then. And in this case, it would be Mercury. Mercury is like, this is what I thought. This is what I expected. This is what I said. And it's opposite of the blessings that's supposed to come into my life right now. Yes, it is opposite the blessings that's come into your life because the blessings that are in your life are making a change in a roundabout way and going about face. It's in retrograde. So, yes, rethink what's coming into your life, but know that if it's leaving, it wasn't for you. What you mean, them Chanel boots? I wasn't supposed to have them? No, motherfucker. Take that money and put that in the bank and go to the 6th annual Wordlife Astrology Retreat. Don't you love how I throw little solicitations in there? No, but I mean, sell your boots, sell the blessings. Do something else with the blessings and parlay that into another blessing is the point. Into something else. Because why we're determining, we're solidifying a new discipline, right? Right, y'all? Verdad? We're solidifying a new discipline based on where we want to go and this new power we have. So we don't need the Chanel boots. We don't need the same type of blessings in the way that you thought you needed them. Your blessings show up in good eating. Your blessings could show up, or I should say reworked it. What the fuck kind of word is that? Reworked it. Your blessings can be reworked in a whole nother way if you're paying attention. Is the point. And if you're not overthinking in this aspect with Mercury in opposition of Jupiter, don't overthink what it is you think you should use and utilize and understand and expect. You understand what I'm saying? Don't do that to yourself, because then you're seeing the blessings coming in and out, and you're taking a very unhealthy account of those blessings. And you're holding on to the thing that you thought that made you. No, it didn't. It made you for a moment. For a moment. I was about to squirrel off in a whole nother thought, y'all. Those moments, those special moments in which we want to hold to ourselves, encapsulate them in plastic, and say, this was a time of good feeling, and I'm going to hold this friend, I'm going to hold this situation to my heart, never let them go. That opportunity should never leave. Sometimes it has to. It really, really does. For something better to come, or just for it, allow it to go so it can help somebody else. It can assist something else. It's not yours. It never was. Okay, that's it. As I squirreled out into that little thought, but it absolutely meant what I meant. It absolutely said what I meant in regards to Mercury being opposition of that Jupiter, right? On Wednesday, the moon will square Saturn going reverse. Uh-oh. You're feeling emotional about these blessings. I'm sorry. You're feeling emotional about the discipline, about the rituals, about the hard work that you have to put in this week, about these new things that you need to implement in order to stand strong in the new transformation that you have called upon for yourself. You called it. Why are you mad that you got to work at it? You think it was just gonna come and sit in your lap and be like, oh God, I want another man. I sat there last night and I fucking wrote the whole letter to you. I gave you details and he should show up or she should show up. I mean, that's work, isn't it? No, that's not work. Now the work comes when now you got to open up your heart. Now the work comes when instead of when a young man or a woman approaches you and you want to give him stink bitch face, you can open your eyes and go, hey, how you doing? That's the work. Even if you know they're a buster, just smile and let love in. You ain't gotta fuck them. They're just saying hello. Did y'all go where I needed to go in that moment in time? The work sometimes is within you. And sometimes you don't recognize that it's not like knuckle busting work. Sometimes it's about you just working at being different and more receptive and open, changing your vibration. You did? I'm just saying. On Wednesday, I feel like I'm going on mad squirrels, y'all. So forgive me for my D-Nice transitions again. I just have to come back and stay on board, or else we will never get through to this shit. What time is it? See what I'm saying? 51 minutes. The moon is quincunxing the sun on Wednesday. Irritated again by what? Your ego? Come on now. Don't get thrown off. Now you don't want to work at the discipline. And now your ego is coming on Wednesday to try to throw off how you perceive this thing. I'm bigger than this thing. Yeah, you are bigger than the thing. Or you may not be bigger than the thing, but keep working at it so the thing can grow and you can see what is going to be actualized as. Does that make sense? You can't be working on a thing and it's a little bit of a seed and go, that shit is never going to be a plant. Why are you shitting on it? Why? Keep working on it. Don't get irritated by the fact that you got to work on it. Don't let your ego get irritated. The moon quincunxing the sun because you have to work on it. It's a seed, bitch. Where's the leaves? You don't even know if the thing can bear fruit yet. You have no idea. Be patient. On Sunday, imagination comes back. Sunday, Wednesday, the imagination comes back. The moon sextiles Neptune. All right, fall back in love with what it is that makes you a dreamer because you are a dreamer. We are all dreamers. If we weren't, we wouldn't be in this space and time. Does that make sense? We dreamt of this space. We dreamt of this openness. We dreamt of this ideology. We dreamt of this new spiritual space. We dreamt of this, the money situation that you're in right now. We dreamt of the partner that you have right now. We dreamt of the children we've dreamt this moment. Everything that brought you to this moment, Neptune has something to do. That's why I keep saying, yo, don't disregard Neptune. Don't fight up against your imagination and the things that swim into your dream time. They are there to assist you and push you along. It's necessary. It's necessary. Or else the aggression takes over and then you end up running into a brick wall, or you end up making the same mistakes that you did 10 years ago, 5 years ago, last year. We're not doing that. The moon on Wednesday will trine Pluto. Here we go. Another aspect to Pluto, right? All right. So we're falling back in love with this power. Our power is in the bag. Yes, let's go. Let's feel good about that thing. Even though you may not want to do the work and you get a little irritated by your ego and your imagination is on one and you want to go up against your imagination earlier in that day with Mars square in Neptune. Like, yo, just find your power in it. Keep your feet in the sand and let the waves bring you, take you, but you stay rooted in who you are. Boom. Boom, chicky, boom, boom. On Thursday, the moon goes into Gemini. I love that on some level because Gemini brings a lightheartedness and it's going to hook up with Mars, which is good, right? Because Mars is in Gemini. On Thursday, however, some never. Sonja. The moon will sextile Jupiter. Oh, so all those things that you thought weren't your blessings before and you acted like a brat that it was leaving is actually being appreciated today? Yes. That'll be Thursday. Also, the moon is trining Mercury. Speak your mind and take the lead. Speak your mind and take the lead. Why I say take the lead is because Mercury is in Libra. You know, did you know that Libra is one of the cardinal signs of the zodiac, along with Cancer and Capricorn and Aries? So if the moon is trining with Mercury, which is in Libra, speak your mind. Whatever you're feeling, speak it. Utilize the information, speak it, and be the leader that you are. Be that leader that you are. Mercury in Libra always is very interesting. Even though Libra cannot make a decision, the energy itself is very indecisive. Libra in Mercury helps you to make a more informative decision. Why? Because Libra energy is so goddamn not necessarily practical, but realistic. Libra energy is realistic and it knows how to weigh the pros and the cons. So Thursday is a good day to sign a contract, or at least a good day to make a decision about something, right? Go to your pendulum, see what that's working for you, what is spirit saying for you. Get in your prayers real deep, like, and allow that decision to become your head, become your catalyst, your mark. Friday. I got to speed this up, y'all, because I do want to read a couple of people. Friday, okay. Venus trines Saturn as it's still going direct. I'm sorry, retrograde. See the worth in your work and your discipline. Boom. Oh, so that by Friday, all the sniveling and shit that we were doing all week long about working, about applying that discipline, about that ritual, about traditions that we have to implement, about those information, the things that your dad was trying to teach you, you were so stubbornly and reluctantly held back on receiving. On Friday, you'll see the worth of it as it, I wanted to say canoodles, or cadoodles. As it cahoodles, as you smoke some noodles, as you get inside the bowl with the noodles. As Venus cahoodles and noodles with Saturn, you'll be able to see your worth in regards to who you are. No, you'll be able to see your worth in the work that you did. Okay, y'all, getting goofy and I can't do it. Look, on Friday, the moon, after Venus says, yeah, I know my worth and why I'm working, why y'all was crying the last couple of days. The moon says, well, I could feel that thing too, because the moon will trine Saturn as well. So you feel the thing and you desire the thing. Know the worth of the thing. Those last two things of Venus. The moon is also trining Venus. Boom, here we go. Partners, let's bring the partners together. Why? Because they're in Libra. The moon and not Libra, not the moon. Venus is in Libra. So it's about bringing in a partner, loving up a partner, a business partner, bringing into that value and your worth. You know who you are? Yes. And my partner knows who I am? Yes. You know who I am, partner? Yes. Let's do this thing together. Yes. Let's make it fair for everybody. Yes. Let's make it a win-win situation for everybody. I love Libra energy for that, especially when it's in Venus, because everybody gets to win. Everybody gets to love up on everybody in a way that's not necessarily over emotional, but like a partnership. Just like a straight partnership and a government that works. How about that? The moon will trine the sun. Be proud of you on Friday. But the moon will square Neptune again. There we go. Fighting the imagination. Don't do it, y'all. Just don't do it. Y'all don't want to hear my whole Ike Turner. No, Reverend Ike, not Ike Turner. My whole Ike preach soapbox moment on that. So please, and very please don't fight against your imagination on Friday. Saturday's real quick. The moon goes into Cancer. Try not to eat that much again, and keep your emotions to yourself. Also, try not to slip into the past, because you know when the moon gets in Cancer, it wants to hold on to what was. Oh my God, you were so cute back in the day. Can we do that thing? No, way. So the moon goes into Cancer on Saturday at 12:11 p.m., but it also will square Jupiter. Oh, yes. Because before that, it's in Gemini, Jupiter. I thought Jupiter was in Aquarius. That's weird. No, Jupiter's in Aries. So yes, so when the moon is in Cancer, it will square Jupiter in Aries. Saturday, you may not see the blessings. It may be hard for you to have a good time that day because things are piling up in a way. Like what I mean by that is that you've been standing in your ground. You've been taking account and responsibility for who you are. You've been seeing the discipline, been working the discipline, Saturn style, right? But then on Saturday, all of a sudden, Your moon, your feeling for doing a thing. Again, moon in Cancer, be like, well, I feel like nobody is appreciating me. And you become emotional about the thing. Cancer energy can do that. Cancer energy can be really, really like, what about me? Nobody's paying attention to me. Nobody's paying attention specifically to my feelings. Nobody asked me how I feel about a blessing leaving, is what that moon square in Jupiter is saying. Nobody asked me how I feel about, about us moving to Minnesota. And even though it's a great opportunity, nobody asked me about them winters and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody asked me. And you want to feel like you can slide into the past, that moon in Cancer. And you want to feel a little possessive. Cancer energy can be incredibly possessive. So be careful of that. I'm glad y'all sticking with me. Look at y'all. Hour later, 61 people still in this mug. Y'all here? Oh, I love it. Okay, I'm almost done. And then we're going to read a couple people. Sunday, the moon squares Mercury. Uh-oh, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth, cuidado, because the moon will be in Cancer and Mercury will be in Libra. So that's a battle. That's a battle of, again, leadership position. So you want to lead with your emotions, or you want to lead with what it is you think you know. Even though that's not Aquarius, that's Libra. Libra thinks it knows a lot of shit too, to be honest with you. So it's your moon, it's your emotions versus what you think. Who's going to take precedence? Who's going to take, I should say, who's going to win in that situation? Here's what I suggest, that there is no winner. I think you should just weigh out what you think, weigh out what you feel. Don't make them fight. Sit with them equally 2 different times. One time you may be feeling about something, you want to cry about something, get angry about something, get happy about some things, feel that thing. And then go to a space of, well, I think this. Because when you allow them to fight one another, it can drive you motherfucking crazy. Get over one situation to go to the next, and don't let them fight. On Sunday, the sun will quincunx Neptune. There we go again. Fight in your dreams and that imagination, that spiritual space, that ethereal space that's actually taking care of all of us. Ooh-wee. Latoya know I'm about to round this thing up, so that means I'm going to hit her up first. Ooh, Jacqueline's up on deck too. Oh, Lord, I need my glasses. I hope y'all got that. I hope y'all got that for this week. It's very unpredictable in a lot of different ways, as if y'all didn't tell or see, but it's also very, very rooted. And as long as you're staying focused, as long as you, and I hate to use the same words over and over again. A girl needs a thesaurus like right here, because I can't stand it. It's a little pet peeve of mine. But at the end of the day, we only have so many words. And it is in this moment about being focused. It is about being rooted. It is about taking back your power. And it is about understanding and knowing who the fuck you are, and allowing people to do what they need to do, and not being so butthurt on it. When they don't listen to you, or you don't listen to them, or whatever, and you decide to go your own way, let them go their own way. Let them do it. People got their own stories to write, y'all. And if you're not in it, then you're just not in it. Boom. Does that make sense? That makes sense? Now, Latoya Lum, that's your real last name? Wow, you're part of the Lum family. Latoya Lum has a Leo sun, a Scorpio moon, and a Sagittarius rising. Thank God for your Sagittarius rise. Because did you know that Leo and Scorpio is a square? They are a square, and they oftentimes create a stubborn standoff for you, Latoya. And with your Scorpio moon, and I've said this before, not to get in your business, and I say that because Scorpio energy does not like people to say too much about them. But there's something in regards to your mother or your family that was a little traumatic as you was growing up. So you came into this lifetime trying to filter through and to readjust how you take dramatic emotional cues and can kind of calm down from that. I hope that makes sense. Latoya, in this lifetime, you are learning how not to be so dramatic because your family was dramatic, because your mother was dramatic, because they absolutely born you into dramatic situations. And oftentimes that emotional reaction of wanting to burn up a thing, to get back at a motherfucker, vengefulness, blaming people, goes against the Leo. The Leo is like, bitch, I just want to shine. People did what they did, and I probably don't believe them, or I should say, I don't forgive them as well. But the Leo's like, I ain't got time to hold on to that emotional shit though. We got to shine. We got to be the superstars who we are. Does that make sense, Latoya? And in that moment and in that time, you always got to pick what the Leo was saying, because if y'all don't remember nothing that I say on this gosh darn thing, we are our sons. You got to pay attention to your sun. Your sun sign has the last motherfucking word. Okay? And in that case, the Sagittarius rising is like, yes, I rocks with you, Leo. I get you. I know that you want to shine. I'm going to create opportunities for you to shine because I'm on the outside. I'm protecting you. I'm defending you. I'm your rising. So I'm going to pull in all things fire. I'm going to pull in all things educational. I'm going to pull in all things spirit. Sagittarius are very, very spiritual people, although they're spiritual from the study standpoint. Sagittarius rise, and I've joked about this before on here, but Sagittarius rise don't necessarily utilize spirituality as a practical practice. They just know the thing. Sagittarius information, whether it be the rise, the moon, or the sun, is like, yeah, I know about God. I'm gonna drop you off at God's house and tell God I said peace like that, because I'm not trying to talk to God. God's gonna do way too much and tell me I've been fucking up. That's that Sag rise. But that Sag rise is pulling all things in for your Leo. You just have to remember not to react in that Scorpio way that can absolutely blow everything up. That was possibly maybe Latoya, you in your youth. I'll give you that much. Because as we get older, we don't tend to act in those immature ways, right? But sometimes it shapes up to be different. Sometimes your blow up can be very, very subtle and shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So the bottom line, Latoya, is that you got to hold back your emotional responses too. I was speaking for myself, possibly speaking for you. You got to watch how your emotions want to come out, because your Sag can set everything up like, this is the deal. Very, very outgoing, very, very optimistic. This is the deal. We can do X, Y, and Z. We can do all things because all things are possible, is what that Sag rise says. The Leo says, hell yeah, but the moon in Scorpio was like, wait a minute, we cannot do all of that thing. And somebody said to me, we can't do that thing. And now I got to react and cut their head off. Now I got to shut down everything that we've been building on because somebody said something stupid to me off the side of their neck. You hear what I'm saying, Latoya? Just got to watch yourself on that. But that Sag rise makes everything happy. That's what it does. I hope that helps you in some kind of way today. There was another sister. I said, Jacqueline. Jacqueline, did we do this before? I hope that helps you, Latoya. Jacqueline Walsh, not Welsh. Libra sun, Aquarius moon, and Sagittarius rising. There you go with your Sagittarius rising. Same thing, bringing in that good feeling. Sagittarius rise too, by the way, Latoya and Jacqueline, can come off pretty shy certain times. I argued that point to a couple of people once. They're like, Sagittarius is not shy. Not by the regular definition, but they come off as such, especially when it's on your rise, because you feel a little tucked back. Sagittarius rise, people can observe a lot of shit. And reason being is because they know if they say something, it may hurt somebody's feelings. They come off with that foot and mouth disease, like, I'm going to say this thing and I'm going to be gone. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm just saying, Jacqueline, that's you and Latoya. I'm just going to say what I need to say. But Jacqueline said, oh, tomorrow is your birthday, sweetie pie. Happy solar return to you. Happy solar return, Jacqueline, as I read your three big obvious. So their sun in Libra loves that Sag rising. And of course, your Aquarius moon does too, because it's both air signs. But your sun in Libra, oh, I said that all backwards. Your sun in Libra loves your moon in Aquarius, and it definitely loves your Sagittarius rise. I thought I got that backwards in my brain. The sun in Libra, y'all know I love Libra people. My mom is a Libra, although it does square who I am. Libra people teach you, again, how to be a partner, teach you how to be fair. Libra people have to be careful not to be victims, though, sometimes, because not everybody is going to be fair like you, Jacqueline. Not everybody cares to consider the next person. And oftentimes Libra will turn into a victim, not from an emotional standpoint, but from a point of, again, being fair. Like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to them. Why would they do that to me? Because they don't care like you. That's the end of the conversation right there. They don't care like you, and you can't force people to care like you, Jacqueline, especially with your Sag on the rise, who's like not only a great helper, who's a mutable helper, but also just wants to see people shine and utilize resources. Your moon in Aquarius is also a great helper. She loves humanity. She loves to be detached, though. So you may be that person that's good for everybody, but you may have a hard time, Jacqueline. And maybe not, and I'm just saying maybe because you could be a different story. I'm not reading you completely because I can't see you and I can't touch you. Tap into you is what I wanted to say, because I don't do in-person readings anymore to touch you. But at the end of the day, the way I'm reading this is that your Sag, your Libra, and your Aquarius keeps you very fair and very outward. Excuse me, y'all. Keeps you very in touch with people and situations on the outside, if that makes any sense. Because Libra is very, very charming. Sagittarius is fun and deals with people in that perspective. And your Aquarius moon is very much for humanity and will definitely take care of the old lady across the street before you take care of anybody in your house. Not saying that you're neglecting people in your house, but it's a different type of emotional connection because your moon in Aquarius doesn't allow you to be emotional. Moon in Aquarius, people don't know how to fuck with emotions, to be honest with you. And a lot of people say, oh, but I thought that they was an emotional sign. They are the water bearers. They hold the water. They hold the emotions. They're very detached from it. Does that make sense? They know how to help you through yours a little bit, but they don't know how it feels when it gets up on them. Therefore, they're not really one with their emotions. So it's very, very difficult for you to be emotional with somebody and see where they're at, if that makes sense, emotionally speaking, and saving space for them because you're ready to just solve it. Let me solve it for you. I got the information. I have the resources. I have the connections. Just let me solve your problems for you instead of just sitting there and wiping somebody's tears. You got to be careful how you deal with that because you're really, really good in business because that arena allows you to thrive from a detached standpoint and people can respect you and how you respect the group and respect people and humanity. But when it comes to intimate relationships, Jacqueline, you may want to ask questions on how you show up with them and adjust accordingly. I hope that makes sense, sweetie pie face. I hope that makes sense to you. Please don't even listen to my everything is a song in my goddamn head. Everything is a song. Everything is a song. I want to read one more person. I want to read one more person. Who's Rhonda Bulwer? Bulwer. Buller? Buller. What the fuck is wrong with Sonja? Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Rhonda, are you still here, honey pie face? Tamiko, you were supposed to get a reading 500 moons ago. As a matter of fact, you scheduled 2 readings and I ain't hear from you. So I'm very confused by you, young lady. You're going to have to DM me. And I'm not trying to put you on blast, but I don't want to ignore your request neither. Okay, Tamiko. I get all of that, honey bun. Um, so to be truthful with you, I'm gonna give somebody else a chance. So we can go on and you and I can talk about the real read that you need. And I appreciate you being on here. But you and I both know that it's bigger than this just 3 big obvious right now. And yeah, I'm gonna tune into somebody else real quick, but we'll talk. And thank you for understanding. Hmm. I'm trying to pick somebody. Is Rhonda still here? That was my question. And then I can read her. Much love to you, honey bun. Tamiko. Um, Rhonda is still here. Bulwer. Sun sign Sag, moon in Leo, Aries rise. Okay, I'm just gonna go on and read it because somebody else can benefit from this. Well, we talked about the sun being in Sag, but I want y'all to understand that the three big obvious is a big deal, because energy signs show up in these three big obvious positions in three different ways. Y'all know that, right? So when it's the sun and it's who you are, this is for Rhonda. When it's the sun and it's who you are, it's basically you are that teacher, you are that student, you are the one that roams the world like a nomad in a sense, even though you can just be situated in one place, but your ideals and your interests actually go around the globe. You are a globetrotter in that way. You want to know how people live, different cultures, and how different philosophies work for them. I love Sagittarius energy for that. So open. However, in that way of exploring and learning and sucking in different things and asking qualifying questions and really interestingly, genuinely being interested. However, Sag energy takes that and moves. Because remember, Sag is fire, like Aries and Leo, and all these fire energies move in different ways, burn in different ways, right? And that Sag energy will take that information and go. You understand? It oftentimes doesn't sit around long enough with people of its personal sphere or sector and help to manage or nurture or hone in on the information that they're receiving from you. You just drop it in their lap and go. Now, listen, some people can handle that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm saying check yourself on how you want to relate with people. If you want to be a person in somebody's life, sweetie pie, that can be called upon, then you have to call upon another. If you want to drop this information, the things that you learn, or I should say this, if you want people to drop information with you and help you and nurture you, you have to do the same for them. Sagittarius energy sometimes doesn't realize that it's moving so fast until somebody else moves out of their way. Does that make sense? Until somebody's running circles around you. And then you're like, well, hold on. What happened? I thought we were friends. Or I thought you were my boss and I thought we was going to make money together. Or I thought we was going to do this. It's like, well, hold on. You keep moving and shaking and shifting too. Does that make sense? I'm not picking on you. I just want you to know that you're the fastest sign in the zodiac. So when you want somebody to slow down for you, you might have to slow down for another. This is how I teach, y'all. Because we're always pointing fingers at people, but we don't recognize what we're doing in order to merit that. All right. What's your name again, is girl? Ooh, how did I just lose you just now? Oh man, you have a Sag sun. What was the other positions? Ah, she must have left. Is no, here we go. Sag sun, moon in Leo. I have a moon in Leo. So that's Sag and that moon in Leo works, and your Aries rise. There we go. So the moon in Leo, generous, hella generous. Oftentimes the moon in Leo can get their feelings hurt very, very quickly. And you would think, like, why? They're not a water sign. They're not emotional like that. They get their feelings hurt, moon in Leo, because they have high expectations about a thing. You're feeling, moon in Leo, you're feeling and how you feel, how you think that another person is supposed to do you the way you do them, how another person is supposed to shine the way you shine, you can get disappointed almost easily, almost like instantly. Understand that, right? Because your expectations will never be met by somebody else. So your emotions take a little, you feel a little wounded. Relax yourself on that, okay? And try not to turn into the brat, because your Aries rise could make you a brat. The Aries rise is the confronter. The Aries rise is looking for a fight. The Aries rise is looking for a problem. So if your emotions are expecting you another person to be away, your Aries rise is gonna be like, yeah, and you wasn't that way. Watch out for that. I love the Aries rise for you though, in regards to all your other positions and your fires positions and your three big obvious, because your Aries rise always has you moving, always has you getting the thing. Again, Sag is the most energetic sign, but that Aries rise helps you to initiate something. You fire all around, lady. Fire all around, Rhonda. I hope you're here and I hope this helps you. Oh, you still here? Okay, good, 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 good. Anja, Anja. Anja, Good gosh. She said, what about Sagittarius moon? What about Sagittarius moon? When the moon in this moon is in Sagittarius, the moon is reacting like Sagittarius. So you can react in a selfish way. You can be who you are, Libra, because you are Libra. Anjay, you are Libra. But when people get on your nerves or it's time for you to do a thing, I'm out. And it comes off selfishly. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna do this. Your reactions, your emotional reaction to things can seem very, very one-sided, even though the Libra in you wants everybody to get along. All right, I think that's enough. It's an hour, 19 minutes. And I hope this helped y'all. I really, really do. Please share this video. Please give me a thumbs up and let YouTube know that I did my job. Please comment if you can. If you have any questions, let me go through this thread real quick to see if I missed any question marks. You have any questions, please let me know. Drop them in the comments. I love to, converse with y'all throughout the week. So if anything comes up, I saw a question mark, and here's the question. You sure you got water in that glass? Mahogany dreaming. Yes, it doesn't look like it because it's a little lemon in there, but it's water. It's not vodka with a twist. It's absolutely water. I'm just hella fucking goofy when I want to be. That's for ding dong. No more questions? All right, y'all. I'm out of this piece. Much love to you. Oh, I love you, Danielle. I'm squeezing you so fucking tight. All right. And again, I hope this landed on somebody that needed to hear this today. Share it and be well, okay? Remember, stand in your power. Who are you in the Avengers? I'm that person that got the power to make everybody love and hug real tight. That's my powers. Take care. Love you.